My name is Dr. Khalid Mirza. I'm a special instructor in the Electrical and Computer Engineering department here in the School of Engineering. And this is the Industrial Robotics Lab in room 357 in the Engineering Center. This lab supports two of the courses which are part of the Industrial Robotics elective program in the department. One of the courses is a robotics course, and the other one is a machine vision course. And this lab has state-of-art robots and vision equipment, which is formed with the collaboration with the industry. And we use it to support our classes to give hands-on experience to students. The robotics course is offered once a year in the winter, and we have 40 to 60 students who sign up for the course. And it's both for senior level undergraduate students and graduate students. And the machine vision course is offered in the fall semester once a year, and we get 30 to 40 students, undergraduate seniors, who take the course. And they learn about machine vision as used in the industry. This is used for the robotics systems and control course, ECE 4500, 5500. And the students have a chance to work on hands-on work with the robot itself. The first thing they learn about here is the safety. The robot safety is a very important thing for the robot industry. And the nice thing is that the large industrial robots which are used in manufacturing, you have to observe very strict safety protocols. And these small robots are a duplicate of that. And the safety protocol and the operation which we do on these robots is exactly the same. So the students are exposed to the same safety protocols, and they learn all the proper techniques to operate the robot. And in this case, we have a KUKA robot cell. As you can see, it's enclosed in a plexiglass for safety. So when the robot is moving, you cannot reach in and hurt yourself. Same things are observed for the large robots, and they are enclosed in safety fencing. And if you open the door, the robot stops. And we have e-stops and other safety equipment on the cell itself to stop the robot in case anything bad is happening. Some of the experiments they do is they learn how the robots move. They have manual safety manual teach pendants here where they can use to move the robot. They also learn how to program the robots, and they do simulations before coming to the lab, and they actually move the robots to see if their simulations match up with reality. So they learn a whole lot by actually doing those experiments. And the nice thing about this lab is at the end of the lab, they have an opportunity to do a project, a final project, which is open-ended, and they can pick one application of their choosing to actually do it on the robot and then present it to the whole class. And we also make presentations to the School of Engineering and other students. The students love that, and they learn a whole lot while trying to do that application. So here we have a setup for the machine vision experiments. And we use equipment provided by the robot companies and vision companies. This one is provided by FANUC, and we have a camera right here, which is an industrial camera which we can use for machine vision experiments. And you can see that not only we need a camera, we need specialized lights for it. So we have lighting here, and here they can do some experiments of recognizing different equipment. As you can see here on the screen, they do experiments on the images, and they derive information from it. So for the final project, which students do for these courses, they have to come up with an interesting application of their choosing. And they have a lot of fun actually doing it and learning while doing their application. We have extra equipment for the students to do that. For robotics course, they have 4 robot stations where they do the experiments. But for their application project, we have additional 5 robots. So we have a total of 9 robots in the lab, which they can use for their open-ended application. For example, we have 2 FANUC robots here, and you can see a student has done a light bright application, which the robot picks up and puts it in the spots. We have a shell game here, and we have many other projects which students have done. I want to show you a couple here. For example, they have to do posters for the robot application and the machine vision applications also. They create their posters to present, and it talks about their entire project. For example, this is a robot which is actually setting up dominoes and then pushes them. So it's a fun project for them to do, and it does over and over again. And they have to make a poster for it, which gives the full details about how the robot accomplished it and share it with the rest of the students. So here are some more posters, and we have many of these here, and we like to show them off to new students when they come in to get them interested in robotics area and to come up with some other interesting ideas. And lastly, I do want to talk about some of the equipment and features we have in this lab for safety. As we already talked about the plexiglass, which encloses all robots so the students cannot enter the space where robot is working. And we also have up here all the electrical connections which can be made to any equipment in the robot, and the hoses for compressed air. And we also have proper safety measures. We have safety aid kits in there in the lab, and we have fire alarms and everything which is needed for a safe operation of the lab.